To begin your watercolor wash, you're going to saturate the paper with just plain water. There's no paint on my brush, just water. You're going to saturate the paper in whatever area you'd like to start. Make sure the paper is nice and damp and wet with water. Next, you're going to dip into your liquid watercolor. The wet paper will then take the paint around a lot easier than if the paper was not wet. You can use as many colors as you'd like. Allow it to spread. Then you're going to take a pinch of salt. You're going to sprinkle this over the wet surface. Then you're going to continue with just water around an area. Then you're going to dip your brush into the liquid watercolor. The more damp the paper is, the better the color is going to spread, the better the color is going to bleed, and the more washy the appearance is going to look. After you get your section done, you're going to take your salt and sprinkle it in the wet areas. It's so important to sprinkle the salt while the paper is wet. If the paper starts to dry, the salt effect will not work. Continue to apply water down first, then apply your liquid watercolor. You can do this in any color combination that you choose. Sprinkle the salt. Repeat, dip your brush in the water, spread it out, dip your brush in the liquid watercolor, spread it out, sprinkle your salt. Repeat, dip into the water, spread it out, liquid watercolor, salt, and repeat. The wetter the paper is when the salt touches it, the more of the blooming effect you're going to get, which you'll see at the end of this video. The drier the paper is, the less the salt will work. So again, it's really important to keep the paper wet when you apply your watercolor and when you apply the salt. Carry it back to your shelf flat so it doesn't drip and allow it to completely dry. This will take overnight. There's lots of ways you can create liquid washes. You can do colors in similar groupings, different colors. You can apply it in vertical or horizontal, or even in circular effect.